Eric Burgess here with Music Marketing TV. Today we are checking out the Reverb Remover by Accusonus. Does exactly what it says it does. It removes the reverb. And now how much you want to remove is going to depend on your situation. Here I've got a piece of dialogue and we're like, gosh darn it, we recorded in this echoey space and we really need to make this voice more clear. And they hand it to you and say, can you make it happen? Let me play for you what they would hand you.
This is a quick demo of what can happen if you have reverb all over your track.
So we say, yeah, sure can do. And so we take it, we bring it in, we open up the Reverb Remover. And let's just say they emphasize, we want it to sound really natural. We don't care if there's reverb. We just want the voice to come through more clearly. So for that, we just go with the lighter process setting. Because if we push it really hard, we're gonna run into things with early reflections and direct sound. The plugin's got to figure out what's what. It's just harder to do. So we're going to go with a lighter setting. Let's hear our before. You know, we want to impress the client. So we'll say, here's the before.
This is a quick demo of what can happen.
And we say, here is the after.
This is a quick demo of what can happen if you have reverb all over your track.
So it still sounds really natural. You can't hear any noticeable filtering on it. But the reverb has been pushed back dramatically. So this is great. Now the client goes, well, let me hear it gained up a bit. I want, you know, it really gone. So you say, okay, but just so you're aware, this is not going to sound as natural because of that aforementioned thing with early reflections become a bit harder to parse out. So we say, okay, well, we'll dial this up to like 80%. And let's go ahead and let's hear that.
This is a quick demo of what can happen if you have reverb all over your track.
So now the reverb is practically gone. I mean, we could push it even harder if we wanted to, but we get this sort of filtered kind of a thing. Now we could try and come up with a compromise. One thing you might try is you could take it, clone it, and have your original reverby one, and then you could have one that's been deverbed heavily and then mix that in. And that can produce some results that emphasize the dry signal. And so that can be one way, one method. Another method is we have these areas of focus. We could say, okay, focus on the low frequency stuff. And we can try and only remove reverb from a certain area to try and compensate for the coloration.
This is a quick demo of what can happen if you have reverb all over your track.
So there's a variety of options. Now, obviously, the most useful success that you'll have with this sort of a thing is when you use it to just diminish the reverb. If you've got a recording that you're trying to completely remove the reverb on, good luck. There's not really a magic process we have yet that can really take care of that in a 100% transparent kind of a way. But there's degrees of removal that you can accomplish. Right now, I think the most reasonable I've ever been able to push anything where it's still very transparent has been up to 50% in certain situations. Beyond that, I resort to these sort of mixing moves to try and get something that emphasizes the dry sound instead of trying to just completely remove the reverb out the back end. But anyways, that's the Reverb Remover. It's kind of a mystical process. Stuff like this is really new technology. It's kind of scary. We'll see where this goes in the next couple years. Maybe we'll come up with something that's just amazingly transparent at doing this. But that's that. If you have any questions, let me know. Subscribe and hit that bell icon for future videos and have a blessed day.